Hey, welcome to AntLab Games. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Francis.
Today we're going to play Railroad Revolution.
Are you going to hold up the box?
I'm sorry.
Okay. So Railroad Revolution is a worker placement game.
Yes.
2 to 4 players. Designed by Marco Canetta and Stefania Nicolini. And published by What's Your Game? Plays in about 45 to 90 minutes.
I'll say.
And we'll be... Yes, it definitely does. Mm-hmm. And we'll be playing with a variant, which we'll explain. During the playthrough.
All right, so let's get it to the table and we'll show you how it plays. All right, welcome to the table. Here we have Railroad Revolution set up for 2 players. So what is Railroad Revolution? This is a game where we are trying to build railroads.
We certainly are.
During a revolution. No, there's no revolution.
It's a revolution of railroads.
So we're in old-time America, and we are trying to head west. So we start the game with some track already laid between Washington and Charlotte, and we each represent different railroad companies. I'm the WIM. Since 1834. I don't know. I'm on a whim.
You're on a whim. I'm Monroe and Co.
Monroe
and Company.
And Co. All right. So we are competing to build track, to build stations in different cities, and also competing to build. I guess these are like telegraph posts, like post offices.
Yeah, we're working on the telegraph route at the same time. So that's why. It's part of the Railroad Revolution, right?
It is, I guess, yeah, because everybody's competing to head west and expand, right? So this is the Western Union, so we're going to wire some funds. We're going to set up these wire stations, these wire houses all across the country. So if you look closely, you'll see like this is New York, and that's like, I don't know, San Francisco maybe? Yeah, probably San Francisco.
Yeah.
So when you set up for a 2-player game, you each put out your track between Washington and Charlotte, as I said, but then we each get to choose whether to put where to put one of our, actually no, it more or less what we want to start for as a starting condition. So there's 4 of these tiles, and they're double-sided, and we shuffle them up and randomly drop 2 of them down, and we each got to choose 1. So what I chose was to lay a station on any rank 1 city. So the city I chose was Charlotte. So it could have been in Washington or Charlotte or Washington. So that was it. So I chose Charlotte. And you don't get any of the rewards to start with. And what did you have?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I forgot they're double-sided.
Yep.
So I could lay a building on one of these telegraph routes, or switch a worker for any other kind of worker.
If it were that side, but these weren't.
So, they were.
We didn't have a choice. It was just what was face up. So we had to choose between those 2 actions.
I had that one, so I placed a telegraph route here.
Right, and she didn't get any of the rewards, so it's more or less just kind of staking a starting position. All the black buildings you see on the board are just planted there to take up spots for a 2-player game, and it tells you exactly where to put them. So they're just going to take up those spaces. And really, the only benefit in this game to being the first player to lay a building on a certain spot is you get sort of a bonus to doing that. It's like a first place bonus for doing it. So we're going to not get those for any of the cities with the black buildings or any of the outposts or the Western Union buildings that are already taken. So the way the game goes is we're going to go, it's really just a worker placement, right? So what you have is your own player tableau, and we each start with 4 generic workers, and then when we set out these 2 random starter tiles, there were 2 random workers assigned to each, and there's 4 different specialized workers in this game, and there's these generic workers. So specialized workers really, and I'll just sum this up really quick. There are orange ones, which are accountants. There are these gray ones, which are negotiators. There are the purple ones, which are foremen, and then the turquoise ones, which are engineers.
Yep.
So each of those, depending on which color worker you use to take one of the 4 actions you have on your player board, they have the opportunity to give you a bonus action, or they sort of supplement the action itself. So the first action of the 4 we could take is building a station. The second one is building railroads. Third one is building a telegraph station for the Western Union. The 4th one is just doing a trade, selling off one of your stations or some of your track for money, or flipping over one of your train tiles, and now we'll get into that in a second. So as we go through and we take turns, we're each going to take actions, and we're going to go back and forth, and then one of your actions can be to pull all your workers back off of your sheet and then start over again. And we're really just trying to lay track, build buildings, and we're going to compete in 3 different victory point tracks here. So the first one is, the more you advance this track, the more points you'll get for every Western Union telegraph station you have out. The more you press up this track, you'll get more points for however many actual railroad stations you have out. And for the far right track you'll get bonus points for however many tracks you've laid, right? So depending on the strategy you choose, you're probably going to push up that track to get the higher score multipliers at the end game. We are playing with a slight variant. This variant is listed on Board Game Geek. It is approved by the designers, so it's an official variant, otherwise we wouldn't use it.
Right.
And there's been a lot of discussion about the overpowered Western Union track and how many points. If you just go straight Western Union and get that multiplier, you're pretty much going to win the game. So to compensate for that and to mitigate for that, you've basically increased the price values. So normally to go above this level on the track, you would pay $50, which in this game is really not a lot of money. And we're going to times it by 10, so that'll be 500, 500, and 1,000. We just have to remember that. So it actually will cost you. You can't just fly up this track for free. You really have to pay for it. So that should prevent that from happening, and I think that's pretty good. And the reason they didn't make it that expensive, because that was one of the things that the designers were considering and actually play tested it, was because for newer players, it gave them an opportunity to score bigger points when playing against more seasoned players. So I should probably get to pay the 50 while you pay the 500 to balance this out, but we'll just stick with 500. So there you go. Let's just go through a couple of things. These are actions that can be taken when you build a station. These are the rewards you get for building stations on these. You've got these little triangles on these track spots that are going to actually increase the cost of tracks, and we'll go through all of that when we start playing. Here we have milestone target tiles, and these are very important. These are randomly drawn, and you've got A1 and A2. So we each have an A1 and A2 tile, and these are going to be certain milestones that our companies have tasked us with, and we have to complete them to get massive victory points, right? And they get progressively more complicated as you go further down the stack of milestones, because there's Class B, Class C, and Class D milestones, but the points get huge, but the requirements also go up relatively. So, and they're really just like, all right, connect 2 level 2 cities, build this many of this kind, build some tracks on these complicated areas, and so on and so forth. 2 more things to cover real quick. One here are the deal tiles. If you take an action that has one of these little handshakes, the golden handshake, you have the opportunity to take a deal. And what the deal is, it allows you to trade in stock certificates to get rewards. The person who takes it gets to do one or both. The other player gets to do one. They're optional. You don't have to do them, but they are beneficial if you have a lot of stock certificates. Stock certificates in this game you can earn from a number of different actions. They really are great for these deals, but also they represent money. You can trade them in at any time to get the dollar value, and they're all worth $150 a pop. Last thing we'll go through are these train tiles. These train tiles you can get through certain actions. You can acquire train tiles, and they sit on the side of your board. While they're face up, they're worth 8 points. If you ever take an action that allows you to flip a tile from face up to face down, you get to collect the bonus on the front of it, and then it's worth no points, and you have to actually flip it back again in order to use it again. So by getting a number of these trains, they help you sort of earn different things throughout the game that'll help you out. I think that about covers it, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and I think everything else, we'll explain how promoting workers and what promoting workers means in order to complete these milestone tiles as we go along, and you'll see it all makes sense. It's pretty straightforward. So, without making this an hour-long explanation on a pretty straightforward but complex Euro, I think we'll just get right into it. You're player 1. You could take the first action.
All right.
Start us up. Real quick, what I did forget to mention is you each start with 3 stock certificates and $600 in cold hard cash.
It's like, what's that math?
Yes.
All right.
600.
Thank you. All right, so I'm going to use, I have the accountant, which I got during setup, and I'm going to use him here. And I'm going to start laying some railroad track right away.
That's exciting.
I know, it is exciting. So this is all the track you have for the entire game, by the way, too, and these are all the little houses you have, right? So
Or stations.
Stations. Yeah, what other houses? So I'm gonna lay. I can do 2, right? I can lay 2 tracks.
Yes.
But what my accountant does is actually makes it cheaper. So instead of it being $400 to lay the 2 tracks, plus $100 for each additional triangle that I might have to lay down, it's only gonna cost me $100 and then $50 for every extra triangle. So for my first one, I'm gonna lay here. So what's that gonna cost me?
That's going to cost you, initial $300 for laying the track, and that has 3 triangles on it, so it's another $150. So that's $450 for that one piece.
Right. Okay, so I'll do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and pay that. So
5, and I'll give you 50 change, and you have one more piece of track you can lay.
Yep. And
they have to be consecutive.
Yeah, so it has to.
You can't just throw track over here.
You can just start down there. And I will also lay one here.
Ooh, exciting.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
So that gives me an opportunity to take a deal. Now those are like the flat lines, so that doesn't cost me anything additional.
No.
So it's like flat terrain, I guess, so it's like easier to navigate. And then that gives me an opportunity to take a deal. So the deal that we have going right now is what?
So if you pay, you can do both of these because you triggered the deal. So you can pay 1 stock certificate to exchange one of your workers for another one. Or you could pay 2 stock certificates to lay a track without the cost.
Without the cost. That's a hefty price.
Basically like laying
though.
A free track. Yeah, that's really nice.
That is kind of nice. Without paying any cost?
Yeah, there's nothing to pay.
Really?
That's what it says.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna pay 2.
So 2 certificates, and you're gonna lay some more track. And you have to take your track and your buildings from left to right.
Yep, because the prices on the top will tell you how much you can actually sell those for if you take the trade action. So it's important to do that. So I'm going to lay it here. Approved?
Approved.
Okay. That was a good deal. $300 basically.
You can also pay another certificate if you'd like to exchange a worker.
Exchange a worker, but I don't know when I'm going to get more stocks.
All right. There's no more stocks to watch.
Stocks to watch. I used to watch that all the time. You know what? I might do that anyway.
Yeah.
Here, why not? Here, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to switch out one of these generic workers for a foreman.
All right.
Purple guy.
You can put him in the generic worker bucket too.
Oh.
If you will. So now I get to choose one of these actions, and I think I will choose the track because that one is. So it's going to be 2 certificates. That's costly, and I won't have to worry about doing that in a little bit. So I'm going to throw that right here, I think. Yeah, and these, and like Francis said, these 3 dashed lines, they represent plains, so there's no extra cost. It's just nice, flat terrain. So I took advantage of it. This thing is gone now, so...
Can we flip the next one?
Yeah, I'll just put it on the bottom.
I like how they're building the Statue of Liberty.
They are building the Statue of Liberty. So here is the next available deal, which is pretty nice. Wow, it's expensive.
That's great.
All right, so it is now my turn. And just so you know, like you could have also exchanged a meeple on a board, workers. Like any worker is fair game. You can just, it doesn't matter, which is pretty cool about this.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I might just go ahead and build a station. Yeah, so I'm gonna use one of my generic workers, and I'm gonna build a station. So I'm gonna take my station, and it's gonna cost me the cost above the city, depending on where I put it. So I think, so it's, wow, these are expensive, but I think I'm gonna go and build, I think I'll build in Washington, right? Because we need a station in Washington. Why not? So I'm gonna go there. I will, and that allows me, because I'm the first player, I get to take this first player bonus to go there, and I get to move up any track 2 spaces. So I'll take my station track up too. And I also get to choose as a normal award, and anybody else who builds there gets that reward as well. I'll take the orange guy because it looks like an orange.
Okay.
There's either an accountant or a negotiator.
Priceline negotiator.
Now that's $500, which is super expensive, but I think that's where I'm going to leave it. So you're up.
All right. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna take. This guy.
And
I need money. Like, it's so bad. All right, I'm gonna go here. I guess. I'm gonna lay one of these telegraph stations. So I'm gonna put a station here.
Okay.
So I get the I'm here first bonus of 4.
Well, you get
stocks.
2 plus 2
Plus
for the
2.
bonus,
Yep.
right? So you're going to get 4 stock certificates. And now you can trash a worker to lay some track.
Right.
And that's optional. You don't have to do that.
Yeah. I can trash a worker to do that. I don't know what my worker's worth to me.
Are they worth it? As long as you have...
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that actually.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you can
do
trash down to 4 workers. That's
yeah,
that's the rule
I'm
here.
getting rid of this guy. He's like super lazy.
All right.
I'm gonna lay some track. Can you put me up to Boston?
You want to go up to Boston, all
I
right?
think.
Boston's always nice this time of year.
Actually, I don't want to go there. I want to go here.
Oh, you want another deal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I unlocked the deal.
Yeah, so you can take both actions on the deal. Now that you have
I'm
all
definitely
these-
not taking both actions
All right.
on that deal.
You can take one of the actions?
No, I need to hold on to this money right now.
All right, so you're not going to do
I'm not
deals.
gonna do it.
No deals for you.
No
That's
deals.
no deal. All right, so that's my turn.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to take this. I'm going to take this guy, I think. No, yeah. And I'll take a Western Union action. Do I want to do it with him, though? That's the question. Yeah, this could be very lucrative for me. All right, I'm going to take the Western Union action. I'm going to take a station and build a telegraph station right here.
Okay.
So I'm going to get 1 plus 3, so I'm going to get 4 certificates myself. So I'm rolling in stocks right now. And what this guy does is he gives me $100 for every certificate I have.
I know. That's,
that's
I kind of wanted to do that.
$500 bonus just for playing.
That's
that.
awesome.
I'll take that. And I have the option now to throw a guy away, like this poor sod, and I get another 600 from the bank.
Wow, that's amazing.
So I am just swimming in currency right now.
That's good.
So yeah, that was my move. What are you gonna do? All right, actually, I took $100 too much. You get 100 for every stock certificate you just took. So I only took 4, but I grabbed 500 because I had one. And you also didn't take your
Yeah, I didn't take
your
this
bonus action. So why don't you go ahead and catch up with that one?
So I'm gonna trade in this guy for. I guess maybe like this guy.
The green guy.
The green guy.
All right. So now
Now it's my turn.
now it's your turn. You can take your action.
Alright. Oops. I'm not like thrilled about this. I hate spending all this money. I do. Alright, so this move is gonna cost me $450. And I'm gonna pay in parts of stocks. So here's, because we can cash these in at any time. So
Yep.
that's 3, 4, 50. There you
Okay.
go. Alright. And I'm gonna put one here.
Okay.
that.
And
Cool.
you can take the deal now if you'd
I know.
like.
I'm not taking the deal.
All right.
But I used my white guy,
Yeah.
right? So I do get to promote a worker for free.
You do.
Isn't that right?
Yep. You get to take the promote worker action.
Okay. So I'm gonna put this. No, I can't do that yet.
No.
No, and I don't have a gray guy yet. So
All right,
I can't.
so you're not
Never mind.
promoting
I'm not
anybody.
promoting anybody.
Okay.
Your turn.
So it's my turn. All right. So I guess I could also lay some track. And I'll use a gray worker to do that. It's going to be expensive, but I got to get moving.
You've got so much money.
I do. So it's going to be 400 for the initial track lay, right? For the two. So it's going to be 400 plus 1 is 500, right? Mm-hmm. Plus 2 more is 700. I'll pay 1,000. Take 300 back. All right. But I also, as my gray worker, he gets 2 stock certificates for that action.
Cool.
So that, but I also have the opportunity to take a deal, and I'm going to take this deal. I'm going to pay 4 stock certificates to get a purple and an orange worker.
Nice.
So that is what, a foreman and an accountant.
Yes.
I'm going to pay 1 more stock certificate to move up twice on that track.
Okay.
There we go. And you have the option to take one.
Nope.
Would you like to take one? No? Okay. So I will take that to the bottom, and we will reveal new deal.
Reveal the deal.
All right, so we have Sir Topham Hatt, and he's got some other offers. Wow,
What does he have? All right, that's cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
You know what
all
you're
right.
doing?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna build a station. This guy. So I'm gonna build a station in Duluth.
Duluth.
Yeah, and I'm gonna pay. I need 50 back, so I'm gonna pay in those.
Pay 300. Here's 50 change.
Thank you.
Because that was a $250
Yeah.
build. What color worker did you use for that?
And I used a turquoise, so he's what he allows me to do is I could actually pay $300 to take the special bonus action again,
Right.
but I'm not going to do that because
Right, you would have been able to move. Well, the bonus action was to move up 2 on this
Yeah.
track. So well, you do get that. Anyway.
I do.
Well, yeah. See.
Oh, that's
No,
not the.
so
But see,
this is-
Oh, I always get this screwed
So
up
this-
because it's so backwards.
The first. Well,
I know.
The first one to place gets the first office bonus, which has this little eye symbol, right? So
Yeah.
you would get to exchange a worker for a worker. The regular bonus, the special bonus, is what you get just for building there, and that's what's on the right side. So your special bonus is just to move up 2 on the track. If you had
Yeah.
paid another 300, you could do it again.
Well, I don't really want to do that.
All right, so you get to
I'm
move
just
up
gonna.
2 though.
No, I'm gonna build somewhere else. So just give me 50
Okay.
bucks back. I'm going down here.
All right, so you're going to go down here now. So you're going to get a gray
Yeah, that's all I wanted.
negotiator. You could pay 300 to get another one,
No, it's okay.
and you don't want him. Okay, so you've built in Little Rock. Okay.
They just put this one in like such nice little like a frame.
Yeah.
It makes you feel like it's like the special thing you can
Well, it
do.
is kind of special.
Yeah.
A little bit special, I guess you could say. All right, so I am going to use my accountant to lay some track. And I'm going to get it at a discount now. So it's 300 for my track. Just going track wild here. So I'm going to place here on the planes. It's not going to cost me any extra. And I'm going to place. Ooh, which one do I want? I'll probably go here, and I'll pay an extra 50, so it's $350. So 1, 2, 3, 400. I'll take 50 and change. And that's it.
All right, cool. So I'll take my last guy.
The last guy.
And go.
Kind of broke now. I don't like that. Yeah, kind of broke.
Alright, so all he can really do, because I'm broke, is go here and make another telegraph station. And because I use the gray, I actually get to take the bonus +1.
You get +1 bonus, so yeah.
So what bonus do I want? That would give me a whole bunch of certificates.
Well,
Yeah.
where'd you use the gray guy?
No, because he's...
No, but that will allow you to take that.
The bonus +1,
Yeah.
even though I'm not the first person there.
Right, so that lets you, so what would you do, telegraph? So you receive the first office bonus, right? It's in addition to the bonus you were to, if you were to first build
Yeah.
it. So you get the +3.
I still get that then.
Yeah,
Okay.
you could do it once.
Yeah. So that would give me 5, right?
Like if you
And
were the
that
first to
would
go,
give
you'd
me-
get the first off bonus twice, which is crazy.
Yeah. But you know what I'm going to do actually is go over here.
Right,
So I'm going to do this. So I'm going to get
3, 4, 5.
3, 4, 5 of those stock certificates.
Yeah,
Plus, I get to take this action, which is to move up 4 times on any of these tracks.
yeah.
Right.
If you throw away a guy, yeah.
And I can throw away a guy, so I'll throw away this guy.
Okay.
See
And
ya.
which track do you want to go up?
I want to go up that last track.
Okay, so you want to go up how many spaces?
4.
2, 3, 4. Okay.
Okay.
And this one, just so everybody understands, this one is how many, you get this many victory points per level 5 city you've connected.
Right.
If you get track out there.
Yep.
So that's all West Coast.
And since I've used all my guys, I'm just going to take them back.
You do it at the beginning of your next turn.
Okay.
So now I have so many workers, it's crazy.
You really do. You have like a very strong workforce.
I do. This is like insanity. I'm going to do the Western Union as well, but I'm going to do it with my foreman, George Foreman. And I'm going to take my little house. Ooh. What do I want? Well, I guess I'll take this. And that's going to give me 2 + 2 for 4.
Plus a deal.
Yeah, let's make a deal. So that's 4 of these. And I'm going to take a deal, but I got to finish my action first. So he gets to convert. So I'm going to convert this guy into an accountant, please.
Okay.
Accountants are good for money, so that's why I keep getting them.
Yeah, they're very good.
And I could take this deal. So I'm going to do...
And what is that? You can pay a certificate.
Yeah, so I'm going to
get a
pay
guy
a
for
certificate,
$200.
right, to do the first one. But I'm going to pay 200, so it's another certificate plus 50 because I'm out of cash. So it's 200 bucks. I'm going to take a purple guy, which is a mechanic. I mean, a blue guy. I'm sorry.
blue guy.
Yeah, turquoise, whatever color he is.
And what's the other one? You can pay 3
Pay
certificates.
3 to place the station anywhere. I'm going to do that as well. So here's 3, and it's for free. So 3 more certificates. I'm going to place this station in. Where's an expensive one? Up here, Boston. Bang. So I don't get the rewards though, which
Right.
is what's stinky about
Yeah.
it. But you know what? I'm okay with that. So that is my turn.
Okay.
So you're up. Now you can pull your guys back.
Yeah, I will. Okay.
All right.
All right. So I'm going to go here with my accountant, and I'm going to build a station.
I gotta replace this.
I'll refresh that.
You didn't want to do these, right?
No, that's fine. And I'm going to build in. Who do I want? I'm going to go up here to Washington. Can you?
Yeah, I'll put you in Washington.
And I'm going to take an accountant.
Okay. That works. What did you use? Oh, so you got him for
Yeah, I
free.
just got it for free.
Okay. Oh, I'm so broke. This is stupid. I have no money. Egads. All right. Yeah, this one didn't get me. I didn't have like a free action, which stunk as well. So what do I want to do then? I guess I'll go. Yeah, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna build another Western Union house. So I'll use this guy, my accountant on Western Union. And I'm gonna build another telegraph station all the way over there
Okay.
on the West Coast. I do not get the first office bonus, but I do get 3 of these guys, right? And I get $100 per that I just got, so it's $300. Because I used the accountant, and he does some really good numbers. And I'm going to throw away a common worker to get a train. And I'm going to take this train, where if I activate it, I get $600.
That's awesome.
That is a
That's really good.
good train. So that's my turn.
Okay.
And you are up.
All right, I am going to use my. I think I want to save him. Let's go with this guy. And I'm going to build another station. And I'm not going to do that one. I'll use him. So this lets me flip a train card for $100. Is that what that is?
What's that? I'm sorry.
My purple guy.
Yes, you pay 100 and you can flip a train.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not going to use him. Well, it doesn't really matter. Well, they all apply to like first station bonuses. It doesn't matter for me right now.
That's right.
I'm going to use him there, and I'm going to put a station in Denver. Boop. So that's why I was struggling, because it's like I'm gonna pay 300 for that station.
Yep.
So there's 2 stocks for 300.
Okay.
And then I can pay 50. So there's 50, and flip and activate my railroad.
That's right.
So before I do that, I'm going to grab my worker, and I think I'll grab a foreman.
Mm-hmm.
And this lets me promote 2 people. So I have met the conditions for both this one, which is laying 2 tracks in rough terrain, which I've actually laid like 3, I think. And then this one I have to lay 2 tracks to a level 2 city.
You just have to connect two number 2 cities. So you've connected
I've connected Duluth and Chicago.
Well, no,
'Cause-
Little Rock.
See?
Little Rock and Chicago.
Little Rock and Chicago.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good.
And then my number 1 station over there in Washington.
Yep.
So I've done
And you
both of
can
those.
promote. So by promoting them, you're actually taking a worker from either your supplier or your board and placing them on one of your milestones. And you can do that before you even achieve
the milestone.
the milestone.
Oh, really?
And then
Okay.
you just flip it when you complete it.
But they go away.
They don't go. Yeah, the workers now go back to the supply because
Yeah.
you've lost them because they've gone off and taken care of these milestones. Now you
Now
flip
you
the
do
milestones face down,
Yep.
and you are going to now get to select more milestones.
Okay, so because these are the level A's, I actually I have to do level B stack, and then when you complete those, you do level C and so on. So I draft these, so I'm going to pick the top 3 for my first thing, and I'll take a look at them. I guess you can look at them too, right? It's not
Yeah,
really top
they're all
secret,
public.
so.
Yeah.
So I have 2 level 2 stations and 1 level 3 station, and I can get that. This is 3 planes and 2 level 3 stations. And this one is 3 rough terrain and 2 level 3 stations. So what do I have on the board right now? I actually have 2 planes, and I've got,
You have 3 rough terrain.
yeah. So this one might be easy to do. Both of these require 2 of these. I'm actually closer to meeting this requirement though, so I think I'm going to take this because I
Okay.
already have the 3 rough terrains. So then these go back on the bottom of the stack, and I do it again because I completed 2.
Completed 2. Yeah.
So, okay, and this is 2 green triangles, so like forests probably, and 2 of these 3 guys, which I have to do for my other one anyway. And then just 3 level 3 stations,
And 1 level 3 and 2 ones.
1 level 3 station, and 3
Three
level 3
cities.
rails, right?
Yeah, you have to connect
Connected.
3 cities, 3 different cities.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go for this one.
Okay.
So we'll do that.
So those are your new milestones,
Yep.
and your turn is over.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're up.
What to do? I think I want to build something. I do want to build something. I do. So I'm going to build probably another Western Union station, I think. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to play my what is he, engineer? Build another Western Union. I'm building so many of these. I probably have to slow down on Western Unions, but I'll go here and I'm gonna get 2 stock certificates. But my engineer allows me for $400, I don't have to throw a guy away
That's good.
to take the bonus. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's
spend
great.
3 and 1 for 4. And I'm gonna do turn 2 trains tiles over. So I'm gonna turn this one over and I'm gonna get $600 for that. And I'm gonna turn this one over. It's gonna let me promote up to 2 workers. So I'm gonna promote one of my accountants here and I'm gonna promote my foreman Mills. All right. So I've actually completed the 2 forest tracks I needed, and I need to connect 2 level 2 cities, which I've connected Duluth and Chicago. Actually,
Well,
no,
Chicago
no.
and Boston. but-
Chicago and Boston. I'm sorry, yeah, Duluth is 3. And I have to have a city built on a level 2, which is Boston, right?
Yep.
So I've done them both. So these guys go back in the pool.
Okay.
These get turned over because they are now scored. And I get to do the same old draft that you just did. So I know what I am trying to do. Oh, I just need 3 mountains and 2 level 3 cities. That's kind of tough. I'm gonna go with this one. And 3 more. And I've got 3 plains, 2 cities, 2 level 2s, and a 3.
I have to flip this. I didn't.
I'll go with, I might as well go with that. Lay some track. All right, there you go.
Okay.
These are my new milestones, and my turn is over. And you're up.
All right. So I'm gonna go here to my railroad, and I'm going to build some tracks. So it'll be 300. 300 because I'm using my accountant, and then 50 for each triangle.
Mhm.
So this is going to cost me $400 for my first one. So can you just give me change? And I'm going to put that there. Right? 400.
400, yep.
And I
One
can
more.
lay one more, and it has to be coming off of a city or a track that I already
That you've
have.
already
So I can't
connected
just
to.
like randomly put one out there.
Correct.
But I guess I'll just.
You only have so much track.
And I have to do 2.
Yeah.
That's a requirement.
You have to
You have to
completely
complete them,
fulfill
fill
the
them
main
completely.
action.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna do one down here because it's free.
That is free. If it's free, it's for you.
Well, I could do. Well, you know, I'll pay. Well, just because it's cheap.
Yeah.
Or to do it this way.
Cheaper.
It's cheaper. I'm gonna do it here and pay another 50.
Yeah, why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah, I don't need to go to Miami.
No.
Okay.
All right, I've got 1 more worker. So what do I want to do? I think I need to start heading west. Need to start heading
You need
west.
to cross over all of my tracks in the Midwest.
Yeah, I do. So, I do need to lay track, but it's so expensive. That's the problem.
Why do you think I'm broke?
You are
I'm
pretty
broke
baroque.
as a joke.
I'll lay track. $400. Wow. So it's going to be at least $400 to lay 2 track. And I'm going to start heading west. So I'll start here in the plains.
Okay.
And I might as well connect. I'll start at least heading down this way.
Okay.
Maybe at least I connect Miami at this point.
So you landed on a deal.
I did.
You did.
Do I want to take that deal? Of course I do. Don't be ridiculous. I'm going to throw away 3
Okay.
certificates to flip 2 train tiles. So now they are back in business.
Back in business.
And would you like to take one?
No.
Okay. So this deal is complete. This guy looks serious. All right. Yeah, and that was a white worker. So I could promote somebody because that's his bonus action. But I'm not going to yet. I'll wait. So, all
Okay.
right, your turn.
Okay. So I'm gonna take this guy, go there, And I will build a telegraph station next to your telegraph station and next to this other guy's telegraph station.
You can get
It's like a major telegraph hub.
3 certificates for that.
Thank you. And I can toss a worker to get a railroad.
A choo-choo train.
But I'm running a little low on
Actually,
workers.
you can't. You only have 4 workers.
Yeah,
You
you
cannot
can't
have
if you're-
below 4 workers.
Yeah. And I'm gonna use my ability though and switch out this guy
Mm-hmm.
for a gray guy.
Ooh, for a negotiator.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna pull my workers back finally.
Yeah, that's it. Like the disadvantage of having so many.
Yeah, it took me ages to get here. All right, I think I need to lay more track. So I'm gonna bring out my accountant to cook the books again, and it's gonna cost me 3 hunge for 2 track, and it's gonna be 50 per hazard. So I will do this and this. It's gonna cost me $150 or 1 shiny certificate. And I get to do a deal, but I don't have any certificates left, so that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right. So he is going to go here,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to build a station for me down in Houston.
Okay.
My negotiator. So I'm gonna get a worker, which I'll take this guy, and I'm gonna pay 250 for the station, and then I'll take that extra bonus too, so I'll pay 450,
Mm-hmm.
which is all of these
Then you get a
stocks.
train.
And I get a
Which one
train,
would you
but because I took the action with my gray guy, I actually get +1, so I can take 2.
You can take it again.
Oh, I can take the action.
If you have another $200, sure.
Oh, I thought I just get to take 2.
No, you don't just get 2 free trains. Which train would you like?
Okay. I'm so excited about that. I wanted all that. Give me that. Yeah, give me that 600 train. I need some money.
It's tough to pass that.
It really is.
They're all good.
They're all so good.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I kind of like that one that bumps you up 3 as well.
That's good too.
But I'm taking this one. That's okay.
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 All right. What do I want to do? I think I need to build a station. All right. I am going to build a station. And I'll build it with my accountant. Not ideal, but I'm kind of busted here. So I get to move up 1. I'll go up this track 1.
Okay.
And I get a purple
Okay.
dude. And because I played my accountant, it doesn't cost me any money to build there.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
All right. So I'm gonna take
broke.
this guy. Yeah. You're broke.
Yeah.
That's the neat thing is that like you get massive wealth and then you're like broke.
It does. I'm just.
So I'm gonna go here and do some trading.
You're gonna
but-
sell?
No, I'm not selling anything.
You have to.
What?
You have to.
Why?
Because you have to complete the action in full. So you either have to sell
But I thought this was like an and/or kind of thing.
just for the station or the track. The trade comes after with the train. I read specifically on that,
Oh.
to be clear. Because I was like, can I do it just to flip my train? But nope.
Yeah, you
have to
can't.
sell a station or a track. It's good money. So that you're limited on stations and tracks.
Oh, well, that's the thing, and like I'm getting to the point where I kind of need all those things.
Yeah.
I mean, it is really good money though. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna do it. I don't want to, but I'm going to. Hopefully I won't need money again for a while if I do this. I'm gonna sell this station for $900.
Okay. Wow.
Well, actually, we can keep using these, right?
Yeah, yeah. Even though they're past it, you still can.
Yeah, let me sell a track instead for 800.
Okay.
Well, I don't know why I'm giving that to you.
I don't either, but that's cool.
And then because I used him, I get to flip
You get to flip a train.
an additional train, right? Because this lets me flip as well.
Yes, so you can flip one.
I'm going to flip this back to the right side,
Yep.
like the up side, and I'm flipping this one down so I get another $600.
Oh, now you're rich.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, maybe I won't need money for a while.
Yeah, you're totally rich.
All right.
That's crazy.
Europe.
Europe. Asia.
I'm up in South America.
So weird.
Actually,
Okay.
just North America.
Just North America. I am at a loss here with what to do because I'm so broke.
Sell some stuff.
No, I don't want to. Oh God, I have nothing. I've got no money. I guess I could do a Western Union action again. Not that I really want to, but oh, this is brutal. Maybe I'll do that with the purple guy. And or do I want to do with the purple guy? Maybe with the white guy. And play. Oh, so terrible. Oh,
What's the problem?
I've got too many problems here.
You've got 99 problems.
Yeah, I really do. I just don't like my options here. Do I want to go here? I kind of do. I mean, the bonuses are so good in these things, right? So it's going to give me 3 of these. It's going to give me, I could throw a guy away to get my bonus. So I do get to promote though somebody, right? So maybe I'll promote this guy and I'll trash this guy that I just used
Okay.
and get my 4 steps.
Okay.
1, 2, no, can't do that. I wonder if I can split those 4 between 2 tracks. Yeah,
I say do it.
Doesn't say I can't, so I'll go 1, 2. Oh wow, this is terrible.
Why?
3, 4. No, like you get
'cause you're
the
gonna
cost.
start losing stuff,
Yeah, I'll
yeah.
start paying guys for
I
that.
know.
So like, all right, so that was it. I'm done.
You're done. Okay. So I get all my guys back here.
I gotta stop building.
Stop building what?
Wire houses.
That's the name of the game.
Stop building wire houser. Well, I need more stations out on the board. That's my problem. But I was broke.
Yeah. Plus, you don't have a lot of stations left.
I don't.
You were really like going hard on Western Union here.
Well,
Though you do, well, yeah, that's not getting rid of people. You need money to move up
You
that
need
track.
money.
You need money. You need so much money. Okay, I'm gonna take this guy and go here and build some railroads.
Oh, nice.
So it's gonna be 300 and then 50 for each triangle. So I'm gonna build one here for sure. So it's gonna be 300, 400, right?
Mhm.
So I'll give you 5. Give me 100 back.
Okay.
And then my second, I'm gonna build 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna go here, and that's gonna be 150.
You get 150 what?
No, it's, I have to pay 150 because it's
Oh,
3
okay.
triangles,
Oh, okay.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you use an accountant, sure.
Mhm.
All right. All right. So, what to do? What to do? I think I don't like my choices. That's what I think. Kind of broke.
I know.
I really am. Can I afford track? Can I lay more track? I don't think I can. I mean, that's really going to tap me if I lay more track. But I could build another station. I could do that, which is not a bad idea. I think I'll do that. I'm going to use that guy
Okay.
to build a station. But where? That's the question. But where? Oh,
You're so distraught.
yeah. I'm gonna use this guy instead, my purple guy.
Okay.
And I'm gonna build a station somewhere very, very cheap.
Okay.
250, so here's 300. I'll take 50 back. I'm gonna build one in Houston.
Okay.
All right.
Good place for a station.
Yes, Houston Station. And that is gonna get me another guy. So I will take another
Accountant?
orange.
Yeah. Figured as much.
Yep. And I get, as my bonus action, I get to pay $100 and flip a train tile.
Cool.
So I'm gonna flip this guy, just one, for 600. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it's exhausting.
So tired.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna use this guy again, I think. Yeah. Do I want to do that? No, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna use, what do I want to use for this? I'm gonna make more railroads, but I don't know who I want to use for it. This guy will let me lay one extra track, which is kind of cool, but it's going to be expensive.
Mm-hmm. Very expensive.
It is going to be very expensive. But I think I'm going to do it.
Are you?
I am, because it's going to be cheaper than trying to do it later and having to repay that $400.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I'm going to use him. I'm going to pay 400. Maybe make sure I have this. I have 5, 6, 7, 8. I have $900 to
Okay.
spend. So I'm going to make some railroads here. So it's going to be 400, still 400,
Mm-hmm.
450,
Yep.
and
600.
600.
Yep.
That's not so bad, right?
No.
So yeah, 600.
All right, 600. You're good?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, cool. You have a deal.
I do.
Would you like to take the deal?
I don't have any stocks, so I can't take the
I
deal.
guess you're not taking the deal. Okay. So I'm going to lay track as well. And I'm only going to lay 2 at a discount. Who did you play?
Oh, I meant to play this guy. Sorry, not my gray guy.
All right, well then you actually have to pay 100 per.
What?
You have to pay 100 per hazard.
Oh, yeah, I
because
thought
you
that
don't get
seemed
the
cheap.
discount. Yeah.
Okay. So it would be 400 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's 800. So that's what I thought. So there you go.
Okay.
There's 200
Yeah,
extra.
like, wow,
Yeah.
that didn't work. I was like,
Yeah,
how
when
did
you
get
said that, I was like, oh, that's cheaper than
No,
I
I assumed you did the
I
accountant.
always trust you with math.
Sorry, I assumed you played the accountant because that's the only time I ever
Do railroads?
do railroads is with an accountant. So I'm going to build 2 tracks. I'm going to build one here and one here. You can straighten those up for me.
Oh, yeah, sure. Ooh, you landed a deal, too.
I did. So that's going to cost me 300 plus 50 per hazard. So 3,
4, 5.
4, 550. Because I've got 5 hazards.
Yeah.
That's another 250. So 550, right? 550. All right. So I get a deal though. So I'm going to deal the top deal. So it's 1 certificate and $100, and I get to promote.
Good.
So I'm going to promote this gray dude here.
Okay.
And that's actually going to complete this deal, since you're not taking it.
Okay.
And I'm going to actually, because I just need 2 level 2 stations. I've got one in Boston and I've got one in Chicago. I need to connect to 3 level 3 cities. So I've got Duluth. I've got Houston. Do I have one more?
No.
Oh, crappies.
You need, like, Denver.
Is that the only other level 3?
Yep.
Oh, cripies.
What's a creepy?
That's
You
not.
can't do that one. I'm sorry.
that's
What about your other one?
Well, I didn't. I promoted
You promoted those
the
guys.
gray guy.
I'm sorry.
The other one I have. No, because. Oh, wait. I only need 2 level 3 cities.
You need to connect, 2 level 3s.
I have 2.
Did you connect them?
Yeah, Houston and Duluth are my 2 level 3s.
Oh, right, okay.
I didn't need
You don't
to-
have to connect them together.
No, they just need to be
they just need
connected.
to be connected, okay.
Right? I thought I had to do 3, but it's only 2.
Oh, yeah,
So I
right,
needed
okay.
2 level 2 stations, Chicago, Boston. I need
And
to connect
two-
2 level 3 cities, which are Houston and Duluth.
Perfect.
Right? So that is complete.
Okay, good.
All right, so these guys go back in the can, and I'm down
Okay.
to 4 workers.
And you get this. Level C.
Ooh, 1, 2, 3. Let's see what we have here.
Let's
These are going to be
see.
crazy. Let us see. What?
What?
I have to have 3 deal tiles covered in tracks. 1, 2, 3. I'm there. Right? And I need to connect 3 level 4 cities. I don't know if that's going to happen. Or 2 level 4. Here's 2 level 4 track connections and 3 level 2 cities. And
Yeah,
I've
you
got-
can do that.
Yeah, I've got Boston, Chicago. I just
You could
need to
easily do
build
that.
in. I could just build Miami. That one I can do. So
Okay.
these are going to go on the bottom, and there's my level C.
Okay.
All right. Whew. That's tough. I knew I had to
good.
complete it. I don't know why I thought.
Yeah.
I see the 3, and it just the math doesn't work. All right.
Okay. Are you good?
I'm all done.
Okay.
That was it for me.
All right. So I'm going to go here with my accountant that I didn't use last time because I needed to go here.
Indeed.
And I'm going to build a station in San Diego,
Wow.
right? Oh, I don't want to do that.
Oh no. You're not going to get the bonus for that.
I'm not going to get the bonus for that.
Oh, why did you build San
Ah.
Francisco?
I could do San Francisco or I could do Seattle.
Depends on what the better bonus
Yeah.
is.
I mean, because I kind of wanted the people,
Hmm.
but I wanted the bonus. Okay, so
You gonna put your
I'm
work
gonna
right
go
up there on
here.
the board?
what? I mean, put my worker up there?
I thought
That
you
wasn't
put-
my worker.
like, what?
Yeah, he's gonna like march out there. All right, so I'm gonna go to San Francisco. It's free because I use that guy. I'm gonna get a negotiator and an engineer,
Wow.
and I can pay 100, which I'll do.
For a
To
train.
get a
choo-choo.
train.
Which choo-choo train do you want?
I don't know. I'm gonna take that one.
Yeah.
Yep, it's time
You
for
want
that.
marching up the track?
I want to go marching right up that track.
I'm sure you do.
Okay, your turn.
I'm gonna go sell a station, I think. I just want to count something real quick
Okay.
in my head. 1,
Like how many you need?
2, 3, 4. I need all my tracks. I can afford to sell a station though. So, selling a station.
Okay.
That's going to be $1,000, and I want to take this because I don't have one yet, and it looks awesome. So it's $1,000 for that station, and I get to flip a tile. But because I'll flip that one, a train tile. But because I used my engineer, I can flip another tile again, and I'm going to flip it again and get another 600.
Wow, you want so much money.
I do. I need it.
You have plans.
I've got big plans.
Okay.
I have some milestones I need to achieve.
You do.
Some corporate milestones.
I see.
All right.
All right, it's my turn.
Yep.
Okay. So I guess I'm gonna go here and take care of some business.
You're going to sell something again?
I have to. It's not that I want to, but
Okay.
I have to. So I'm gonna sell a station
You want the cool G as well?
for the big G. Thank you.
$1,000.
$1,000.
All right.
And I'm gonna flip these two. So I'll flip this one first.
Okay. Which track would you like to go up?
Probably that last one.
This one?
Yeah.
You have to trash
I
your worker.
know. So let me wait on that one. So I'm
Alright.
gonna do this first, so I can promote 2 of my guys.
Correct.
So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna promote. This one gives me more points, so I guess I'll do that one.
And you have
Move on
2
and trash
level
that
3
guy.
stations?
2 level 3 stations. Yeah, I have Houston and Denver.
Okay.
But this one I could get rid of a purple guy instead.
You can.
I don't know. I just like my accountants so much.
They're good. They
There's
are
like a
good.
2-point difference. All right, I'm gonna actually do this one. So this one I had to have one level 3 station, which I do, and connect 3 level 3 stations, which I did.
Okay.
So I'll do that.
So you do that one. So which
Yeah.
workers are you promoting?
So I'm promoting this guy and that guy.
All right. So why don't you finish your action before you cash that out?
Okay. Because I wanted to see what workers I had left and to make sure I had enough workers to actually trash one.
All right.
So 1, 2, 3, Okay, so I'm good. So I'm gonna move up on that track over there.
Here?
Yeah, just build me up 3.
2, 3. So you got to trash a worker.
Yeah, okay.
Trash
I'm
him.
gonna trash this guy.
All right.
And
this gets flipped.
That gets
And you
flipped,
can
and
flip
this
one
gets
more,
flipped.
right? So you
No,
flipped
I
both.
flipped both,
Okay.
yeah.
So is
So
that
that's
it? So
done.
then you could finish that tile.
okay, so I finished this one. Whoops.
And now you get a level C, right?
Yep.
Cool. All right. And let me think about one. I'm going to pull my workers back
Okay.
to start. I'm going to think about what I want to do
Ooh.
here.
2 level 2s. Oh, I don't have 2 level 2s, and I don't want 2 level 2s. 1 level 4. 2 level 4s. 3 level 2 stations. No, that can't work. Connect 3 level 3s. So I already did that. And connect 2 level 4s. So I'm connected to Salt Lake and El Paso already. Oh, perfect. I'm gonna take this one. Oh, there we go. Alright, you're up.
I'm up.
You are up.
Interesting. Okay. I'm at a loss here.
Why?
Because I don't know where I want to build, and I'm struggling with that decision. Unfortunately.
That's tough.
Yeah, I think though, because I need workers. You know, that's the rub here. I need workers, and I don't want to spend $800 on a worker because that's a little too ridiculous.
Well, you've got all the money.
Yeah, but it's going to go quick. You know that.
I know.
So I think what I'll probably end up having to do is build in a station I don't necessarily want to build in, which is unfortunate because I don't have too many stations left. So I'm going to probably build in Bismarcky.
Okay.
So I'll play an accountant to bypass the cost. Here's a station. Put that up there in Bismarcky for me. And it lets me flip a tile, right? So I'm going to flip my money tile back. And I get a worker of any color. And I will take a gray worker, please.
Okay. There you go.
Negotiator. All right. I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Your turn.
All right. This is like the end snuck up on at least me.
Yeah.
It's like,
So just
oh
so
crap.
everybody understands what the end game situation is. You have your company logo. When as soon as one player clears all stations and all tracks in this spot to the left of your company logo, you finish out the round of turns, and then every player gets one more turn, and then the
Right.
game's over. So we are, as you can see, right there.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna use this guy here to build a station.
So you're going to trigger end game.
Yes,
Okay.
I am, because I can't risk you triggering endgame and me not getting in the moves that I need to get in. So, all right, I'm gonna. I hope this works. I'm gonna put this in El Paso.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I can turn any worker into any other worker,
Right.
and I'm gonna turn. Can I turn that guy into somebody else, or does
Yes,
it
you
matter?
can.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll turn this guy into a gray guy.
Into a beautiful butterfly.
Into a beautiful butterfly. And then I get to move up 3
Okay,
on the
which
thing. So
track?
I'm just gonna go ahead and move that last track. That's not the one.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Yeah. And that's the end of my turn.
All
So
right.
now you get to go,
I get to go.
I get to go, and then you get to go again.
That's right.
Okay.
So I'm going to use. I'm going to spend $800 and buy a worker.
Okay.
So that's going to be what I just do right now, and I'll take a. I'll take a gray worker, I guess. Doesn't matter. Any color's fine. So I'll take a gray.
A gray.
Yes, please.
Oh crap. Can I do something else?
Nope.
Please?
What are you doing?
Well, I meant to turn my turquoise guy into a gray guy.
Okay, then just
Is that okay?
throw your turquoise guy.
So I'm gonna throw my turquoise guy away, put this guy back, and bring that guy out
All
there.
right, yeah.
Sorry.
Is there anything else you'd like to take back?
That's it.
There we go. I'll pause it. You can change whatever you want to change. So I'm going to build my final station here in Miami,
Okay.
and that's going to be a free build. And I can pay $300 if I want to train. Do I want to do that?
Oh no. I just thought about something.
So that's going to be a $150 build. So what I'm going to do instead, though, is I'm not going to get the train. I don't want to pay $300 for that train, but I also don't want to use my orange guy as the orange guy. So I'm going to pay the $150 build cost. So you can use a specialized worker as a non-specialized worker. So I'm using him as a white worker, basically. So I'm not going to take the discount, but I am going to use him to promote. And he's going to promote this gray guy over here. And that's my first action, and only action. But I do get an orange guy as a bonus. Thank you.
So I think I messed up.
Why?
Because is it true that I only have 4 workers left,
Mhm.
so I can't promote?
That is correct. Which is why I bought a worker. Buy a worker. Then you can promote next round. It's a free.
I don't have a next round. This is my last
No,
round.
no. I go, and then, because everybody gets, when somebody triggers endgame,
Yeah,
the
but-
round finishes. I'm
I
player
know.
2.
But
You
then I
go
only have
again.
one turn.
Yes, you have to do it all in this turn.
Yeah, that's. Oh.
You can't promote twice this turn? You have to find a way
I
to do
only
it.
have 4 people.
Oh, so you can only buy one more guy.
I only have 4 people.
Yeah, you don't have enough guys.
My whole strategy is ruined.
It's invalid.
I think I can still make this work. Ugh. I didn't think that through. Okay.
I didn't either, because I didn't need to buy that guy last round.
Yeah, well, the other thing I forgot about is that, like, all game, I'd forgotten about this, that we can actually use any of our specialized workers as a
Like what I
generic
just did.
worker. Yeah, exactly. What you just did. I forgot we could do that.
I forgot.
Okay, so what we're going to do is this. Getting so nervous. I'm going to build another station for $500 with my gray man. So there's $1,000, but give me back 3, because what I'm gonna do is, because I'm using my gray guy, I'm gonna build my station here in San Diego. But my gray guy lets me take the bonus +1, so I usually get it 0 times. I'm gonna get it once, and that allows me to promote 2 workers. So I'm gonna get these 2 workers here. So I get this guy and I get this guy, and I'm going to promote this gray guy and this green guy. And
All
finish that
right.
card.
Okay, so you
that work?
completed your contract,
All
yes.
right, finally. Jeez Louise. All right, so these guys go away.
That's complete. You might as well not even draw a new one, because
I'm not gonna draw another one.
So your
Yeah.
round's over.
Yep,
My
okay.
last action is going to be what to do. I need to lay track. That's really what I need to do, because I want to complete this milestone, and I need to connect 2 level 4 cities, right? So I have only 1 city connected, right?
Level 4 cities?
Yeah, I need 2 level 4s.
Yeah, you're connected to Bismarck.
Bismarck Key, right? And that's it.
That's it.
So I need to lay down some track, which is kind of a lame move, but
But how are you gonna promote?
how am I going to promote? Because
Yeah.
I'm not going to use him as a cheapy guy, so
Oh,
it doesn't
okay.
matter what I use.
Ah, I see what you mean.
So I'm going to
okay.
pay 400
Yeah,
plus I'll lay 1 track
like Salt Lake City.
here to
Okay,
connect to
yeah.
El Paso, right? So that's
Right.
500.
Uh-huh.
And I could lay another track anywhere else, right? So
Yep.
I could just say, hey, I'll just go here,
Yeah, free.
you know, and then I get the deal, but ooh,
Whoa,
look at that.
that was weird.
I don't have any any stock certificates, so I
Yeah.
can't even take advantage of it. But since I'm using him as a non-specialized
Yep,
worker,
perfect.
I can promote
Good job.
an engineer here,
Mm-hmm.
and now I've connected 2 level 4 cities, right? El Paso and Bismarck Key, and I've got 3 level 2 city stations. So I've got Miami, I've got Boston, and I've got Chicago.
Yeah.
So boom, that one's scored. And these guys go in the bank.
Okay.
And that
did it.
ends the game. So we've got a lot of scoring to do.
We do.
All right. So let's get to the score pad and we'll tally it up.
All right.
All right,
I'm gonna put
so
this like here.
You got your handy dandy notepad?
I do. So I'm gonna move these.
So this is incomplete. Let's get our incomplete tiles off the board so we don't confuse them.
Okay.
So that
Great.
one's gone. These are off.
Okay.
And you can throw right there.
Perfect.
All right.
All right. So we get
So I'm Wim.
Wim.
Put my name like next to it so we know who
Oh,
Wim
okay.
was, right? If we look back at this
Oh, right.
years from now, we'll never know who was who. All right. So what do we start? So we start with the bonuses, right?
Yes.
So how many level 5 cities did you connect?
3.
3 of them. So you get 3 times your modifier. So that's 20. So that's 60 points.
Okay.
That's insanity.
I know.
And I connected 1 times 5, so I get 5 points.
Okay.
That was huge.
All right. Moving on.
Yay! All right.
Okay.
So
So this is just our stations that we have on the board, right?
yeah. So you're
Okay.
gonna get this number times the amount of stations you have out there.
Okay.
How many stations do you have?
I
Out there?
have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 times 1 is
6.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 3 is 21.
Perfect. That's good.
That's not bad.
Okay.
And Western Union, you get 0.
0. I didn't move up those any. I should have.
And I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times
3, so you get 15.
is 15.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think so. All right, what's next?
Our
Oh.
these things.
Milestones.
Our milestones.
All right, how many? Wow, I've got
I have a lot.
a lot here too.
Okay. Actually, do you have the exact? You almost
No,
have the
I
exact
don't.
same ones. Okay.
So I've got 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 92.
92.
Yeah. In completed milestones.
So I have 36. 24 is 60. I have 90.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're off by 2.
Yeah.
Because I had a 32 and you
Yeah.
had a 30,
Yep.
right? Yep.
Perfect.
Okay. Close.
Okay. Railroads.
Railroads.
All mine were flipped
So you
over,
get
so I get 0.
And I get 16.
Okay. All right. And now for here. So here on our Western Union, we get scored for the points that are in between the telegraph stations that we have.
Mhm.
So I'm only connected with these 2, so I get 8 and 5.
13.
And you get
8, 5, 5. 18.
18. Okay. All right. Let's tally it up.
All right.
Wow.
Wow, what a game. 167 to 169. We're talking
2 points.
difference here.
2 points.
Oh, that hurts.
That is close. But you know what? It's funny because our last game was also very
We
close.
were within 6 points last time, too.
And we didn't alter the Western. I think our scores were higher last time, but we had that Western
Because
Union
of the Western
multiplier and we were
Union
moving up
multiplier,
that
yeah.
track, both of us. But wow.
Very close. Very close.
Okay.
All right.
Let's go talk about it.
This, yeah. All right. There was another nail biter.
It was a nail biter.
Yeah.
The end snuck up on us.
It did. We didn't even realize we were getting that close to the end until you actually mentioned, like,
I was like, isn't it ending soon?
yeah, I was like,
we're
oh,
getting close.
that's right.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. So yeah,
it
you
did.
play through everything on the left-hand side of your,
Corporate
company
logo, yes.
And then you have some extra in case, you go over in those extra turns. But yeah, you start spending those railroad sticks. What are they? The tracks? I can't think of the word.
Railroad tracks. Yes.
And the game's over, like before
It was.
you know
Yeah,
it.
it snuck up completely.
But
on us.
I'm really glad that we both got to finish our letter C milestones, which was really cool.
Yeah, our big ones.
I'm
Yeah, that
glad
was
we
huge.
got to do that. That was
So
huge
yeah,
for both of us.
and 2 points. I mean, that's
I was actually really surprised
Yeah.
because I knew we were both taking really different strategies, and I wasn't sure who was going to come out on top.
yeah. And I thought that not going after the West Coast was I was
Yeah.
really going to pay for it,
Right.
and it didn't. It didn't hurt me as bad as I thought it was going to.
And that was like towards the end. I hadn't really been working up the other tracks at
Yeah.
all. I mean, I got no points for
No, I
either
think
of those tracks.
that's the balance, right? It's
exactly,
so
that's the
that's where
thing.
my points came from.
Yeah,
So.
but we'll talk about it as we go through.
Okay,
So,
yeah.
from a replayability standpoint, where does this land?
I think it's got a pretty above average replayability, right? Like, because there's
Yeah, I
a
think so.
ton of milestone tiles, right, that you can
Yeah.
choose from, and the way to go about scoring in this game is so open.
Diverse,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's so open. You can go after routes, you can go after stations, you can go after the Western Union track, and it's a different game every time you play it. Like, that's
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, not to say that it won't maybe get a little stale, because you're always taking the same actions from the 4 that you really have with whatever bonuses. You've got the same train tiles,
Right.
so there's no real variability there.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I think as far as like just standard Euro fare goes, it's got some meat to it. You're going to have a number of plays before you probably start to think that this is an old hat,
Right, or that you have to find new people to play with.
or when you start asking about, oh, is there an expansion coming?
Yes,
So
I know.
like,
Yeah.
but I think the setup is variable, so that adds a lot of a lot of different starting resources and even the cities, like the city bonuses are all going to change, because
Right.
that's all placed. The only 2 cities are Charlotte and Washington that are printed on
That
the
are
board,
open in the beginning,
that
yeah.
you don't have any say. They're always going to be the same thing. But outside of that, I think you've got it's got some legs to it. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay. How about weight?
I'd say this is above medium.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Board Game Geek rates it like a 3 out of 5
Yeah.
in weight, and I would agree. I think that's
would
pretty
agree
spot
with that
on.
too.
Yeah, it's not too heavy.
But it's definitely heavier than
yeah.
what you would consider to be medium weight.
Yeah, for sure. There's
a lot to think about.
a little like a little complexity when it comes to the whole promotion process and understanding
Yeah.
like the relationship between some of your actions and what they're actually going to get you. So it can get a little. I mean, it takes you a little while to wrap your head around some of the rules here.
And I think that not even the rules and things like that, but watching the other players, like this is very easily, because there's not a lot of player interaction
Yeah.
at all. There's maybe 0 real like player interaction.
Sure. Yeah.
If you're a person that is kind of building your own engine and trying to get the most points for you, but you're not paying attention to what your opponents are doing, you may be surprised when you go to score that they've run away with it or they're very close to where you are. One of the things I kept monitoring is you going up that western track.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I knew that was going to be big points for me, but if you were able to like advance any further, I was going to, it was going to end up making that margin much smaller.
Yeah.
Letting you run away with it. So definitely something to consider as you're playing with other people. And I think that contributes to weight too.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I think that's about
All
right.
Cool. What about components?
So I'd say it's kind of a mixed bag for components, I think, to be honest. So like the
Especially
board,
if you put them all in the same bag.
yes, it's a very mixed bag. So all right, let's just look at just straight up components, right? So the board itself is kind of thin, a little
Yeah.
flimsy. It doesn't like to lay flat. It's one of those boards that doesn't have enough weight to it
Yeah.
to lay itself flat, right?
Right.
So you got to kind of let it sit for a little while or kind of bend it backwards, which I hate doing.
Yeah.
'Cause I always feel like I'm going to rip it in half. It's been played a couple times now, and it's already starting to get the wear in the creases, which again, shows that it's not the best quality board,
Right.
or the thickest of cardboard. The art, for the most part, I like it. I think it's pretty classy. The art of the land on the board is a little drab.
Yeah, it doesn't quite match,
No, and it's very yellow,
unfortunately.
right?
Yeah.
So the yellow player,
Yeah, I was worried about
Really
filming
blends
it,
in,
actually,
yeah.
because we have our standard colors that we use, but that was like, I think if people see like my train tracks.
Yeah, because they really, because
yellow.
it's so yellow. I mean, had it been a little bit more
It
tan,
wanted to be like tan.
yeah, and look a little
Like
more
dirt.
earthy, I think that would have made a big difference here. But I think as far as the wooden meeples go, they're great, nice, solid, well painted.
You have like your workers are actually like little workers.
Yeah,
Like they're not just meeples. Well, they
worker.
have their hands like
Yeah.
this, and they've got hats.
yeah, they look like little engineers,
Little
right?
engineers, they're cool.
So that fits. The player boards, the art, the symbology, it's all really nice. It's all there. But again, the player boards are used with that same thin
Yeah.
material, so they start to bow.
Well, you saw like the one tile, the one contract tile, like spin.
Yeah, so they're all kind of like bowed because they're
Yeah.
not thick enough. And
Right.
I really like thick cardboard, and I think it makes a huge difference in the quality of components in the
Yeah.
game. So that's why it's kind of mixed. I like it, and I don't. So
Yeah.
I like about as much of it as I don't. The money, the little cardboard money and the stock tiles, I think that's great.
Yeah.
That goes big because they look like little bills, you know, instead of like paper money
Right.
or just your typical coins. I think that adds a lot more flavor to it, having like those bills. But otherwise, it's a little above average, but not really.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
sounds good. What about theme?
I think theme is good, really, really good here. You do feel like you're building tracks across the country.
You feel like you're building a railroad, like empire
Yes.
in a way, because it's not just about building your like routes and stuff, but like you're
Yeah.
doing the telegraph thing, and I mean it's essentially about railroads, but
It's about railroads, yeah, and I think, but you're managing a company, so
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
managing your
workers and
workforce.
stuff.
You're paying out the money you have in capital. You're getting stocks, and you're using your stocks to barter deals. It all and
selling
you
your
have
stuff.
corporate milestones that you have to
Yes,
achieve,
yeah.
and that's like your goal for the game. And the better you are with hitting those milestones, the better off you're going to do at the end of the game. And I
Yeah.
think that all contributes to it, and I like that aspect of it. So I think the theme carries through well with this game.
yeah, I would agree completely. Fun factor, did you have fun?
I did. The more I play this, the more I actually enjoy it.
Yeah, I
Right?
find the
Like
same.
first play, I was kind of iffy about it, and I liked it, but I wasn't sold on it. I think that after we play it again, you really start to get an understanding of the rules and how
mechanics.
the mechanics, and then and as you play it more and more,
Yeah.
it gets more fun because you stop thinking about all the different rules and you just start playing towards your strategy, and it gets a lot. You start to see things that you didn't see before because now you
Right.
know what certain moves and what good combos are.
Well, and I would say playing with this variant, I think helped.
Yes.
At least from my perspective, I think that made it more fun because it opened up more options for you. And you even saw it because you were like about to move up that track, but you're like, oh, I'm gonna have to like pay all this money.
$500 is a lot
And so that
in
forces
this
you to
game.
think about using some of the other strategies in the game to get
Right.
points, as opposed to just exploiting one strategy, which is less fun when you're looking for a strategy game. So
Yeah, and I think going with the easier, lighter cost for that track for the less experienced player, I don't think it was necessarily the right move. I mean, I think you should design it for your audience, right? For a Euro player who's going to understand it, and if they don't get that, then that's their penalty for not learning the game yet. And as they play the next
Yeah.
time, they won't make that mistake again, right?
right, or
So-
you have like a side 2. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you do a side A.
Or have a token that you can put over it and say, okay, this is the easy version of the
Right.
game, but make
Yeah.
the standard base game, it should be, maybe 500 is too much.
Yeah.
And 50 is too cheap, so find
in
the
the middle.
right cost, because the other two lanes, one of them's giving up a worker, which is $800
Yeah.
if you actually just take the straight value. The other one's giving up a
stock.
stock certificate, which is
They're hard to come
$150,
by.
and then
You can't just buy
you
it.
can't just buy them. So with $50, you saw $50 in
Yeah.
this game is
really
nothing.
nothing.
You can get that anyway. 500 is a different story. So
Right.
that froze me in my tracks on that track.
Yeah.
And that's what kept me at bay, and I think that makes more sense because now it's not, I'm just going to build every one of my stations on this bottom track
Yeah.
and just blow you out of the water on points there and ignore the rest of the game, which
Right.
is not what you want to get out of this game.
Well, because the other thing too about the Western Union track is not just getting the multipliers, but also if you're encouraged to do that because of the multipliers, you're gonna take up all those spots on the bottom track, and then you're getting all those points associated with the bottom track. So
Right.
moving up that track really doesn't even mean you're getting a bigger multiplier, but you're multiplying it against a lot more than you would otherwise.
Yeah,
because
you're just
you may
getting...
not take those Western Union those action moves.
Right.
If you're not going to get the points.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So,
but I think if you're going to play with that variant, because it'll take that whole cheap strategy off the table, and it may not be intentionally cheap, but it ends up being cheap, and it doesn't let you really think about or force you to really think about
the rest of the
building routes and building stations, and that's where the heart of the game is.
Yeah, exactly.
I think because that
takes away from the rest of the game.
And it takes away from the theme. Like your theme is not just, hey, the game's not called Western Union.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then throw some tracks down.
Right.
So.
Okay.
Enough said.
So fun, but play with the variant because it's much better.
I think so.
What about setup?
This one took a while to set up. It does take time. Yeah. You're looking like 15, 20 minutes.
And that's if you have everything organized.
Yeah.
It's going to take a while.
Yeah, this is a lot of pieces. So definitely set some time aside to get this thing to table and get it set up, and then build in a little more time for the board to actually flatten itself out.
We lay the board out first, and then we put stuff on it.
Yeah. Sometimes we'll leave it out. Like we left this out overnight.
Yeah.
And got to it today, and it settled nice and flat. But you're not going to do that when you want to just rip a game out and play it. So.
Yeah. Audience, who's this for?
Euro players.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you need to like Euros to like this game, and it's not as dry as your other railroad games, because there are some pretty dry ones out there. I think this one's got enough color and enough life in it that it's it doesn't look
it's an enjoyable experience.
Yeah, it feels good. It feels like you're connecting the United States. I just wish the map was a little bit more.
A little more tan and a little more flat.
Yeah, probably. A little more flat would help, but otherwise, it's good.
Okay. All right. What else do you want to say?
So this was one of your games that you wanted to get to last year, right?
This is one of my top 10 games that I wish I got to, but I didn't.
Yeah, in 2016. So.
And we found it at our game store that we enjoy. So. Yeah. And it exceeded my expectations.
It did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even, this wasn't even on my radar, and because I'm not usually drawn to railroad games, but as you see, our last two videos were railroad games, and we really enjoyed them. So, which is funny, but I guess, when I think of railroad games, I think of like Ticket to Ride. Not that Ticket to Ride's a bad game, but it doesn't feel like a railroad game to me. It just feels like laying tracks and playing cards. You know what I mean? Matching sets.
Yeah.
And to me, the theme doesn't come through. I know a lot of people love that game. It just, to me, it's way too light.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I don't feel like I'm running a railroad. I feel like I'm
just. You just like pull out on your iPad.
Yeah, I'll play on the iPad just to burn some time, but I would never. Me personally would never put that on the table because it's just not deep enough for me. It's just I'm just collecting cards and laying track that way. So I like the idea of having to build an infrastructure.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I was surprised. I mean, like I said, it was a game that I'd wanted to play. Not necessarily one that I was like super excited about. It was just one that I was like, I wish we could have played that, and it was in my top 10 of those. And I wasn't sure if I was going to like it or not, but I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, this is a good one. It's another good Euro for us. One that'll stay in the collection. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But that's it. So since this was your most wanted game, top 10, 2016, what are you rating it? I'd love to hear that.
Let's put me on the spot now. All right, well, here's my thoughts.
Well, just think of it. Like the last train game we played and the video we posted was First Class, right? And we gave that a brilliant.
Yeah.
Right? Because we really liked that game.
Yeah.
How would you compare this to that?
It's like to me it's comparing apples to oranges because they're two completely separate. They're different games with different strategies, similar theme, but very different. I think. So to me, I think that this is a little bit. It was probably like a little bit better than great. But the fact that I have to like set stuff on the board for me really, really knocked it down from being a brilliant game for me. So, and I'm like really sad to say that because I really do enjoy this game a lot. It's definitely staying in our collection. We'll definitely play it again. So we both. I enjoy the weight of this more than I enjoyed the weight of like First Class. First Class to me was a lot easier.
Yes.
Much simpler, much less brain draining, and a lot of times I need that. Like I just have like need for a heavy Euro, and this is the one that I would pull out if I was having one of those you know, like I need to play something heavy, but I'd be taking it out the night before.
Yeah, and setting it up.
So because of that,
Yeah.
you know, if they were to like redo it with, you know, kind of remodeled components and maybe with the variant built in,
Like a
and
second
stuff like
edition,
that,
yeah.
a second edition to this probably on my list would be very, very high.
Yeah.
You know, but as it stands as it is, which is how we have to evaluate it,
Yep.
I'd probably give this a great.
Okay, I agree. And a great, by all means,
not
is not
bad.
bad. You know, a great game is something that, you know, like it's not like, all right, this is just an average game.
Right.
A great, if it's an average game or below, we're not going to play it.
Well, we're not going to rate it.
I'm not going to spend an hour filming a game to say, it was all right. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's a waste of everybody's time because
Right.
if you're watching a video, it's because we think the game is great or better.
Right.
Right? That's really what it comes down to. So I would agree. I think this is like borderline brilliant because it falls a little short because of all those things you pointed out. But again, by all means, it's a great game.
Yeah.
You know, and that's kudos in my opinion. Like
Yeah.
it said, if it's not great, it's not in our collection.
Yeah.
You know, it's not in our shelves. If I play a game and you play a game and both of us or either of us says,
Yeah.
it goes on my trade list on BGJ.
Right.
And it's gone.
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm limited
I know, we have limited shelf space.
with shelf space like everybody else is. So
Yeah.
there's only so much you can put out there. And but yeah, I mean, just so everybody understands, this is where we're coming from,
Yep.
right? This is what it means for our rating systems, just so it's not just on the surface. You know what I mean? Like
Right, exactly.
you know, our lowest rating, but our lowest rating is still much better than what
just
we would
something
consider average. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Alright, there you go.
So hope you enjoyed it. Railroad Revolution. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and we shall see you next time.
See ya.